This is Dahia, a neighborhood near Beirut known for being a focal point during Israeli airstrikes. One of the key landmarks here is the Hezbollah headquarters. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary 6-story residential building, complete with a solar-paneled roof. However, there's more to this structure than meets the eye. What makes this building particularly noteworthy is its underground basement, which is rumored to contain a network of tunnels. These tunnels are believed to serve as emergency escape routes, adding to the site's strategic importance. Let's take a look at Scenario 1. Hassan Nasrallah, a high-value asset, has been in hiding for the last 4 years. The IDF was able to pinpoint the date, event, and location of a 6-storied multi-building complex where he was believed to be present. However, there were reports that an undercover agent, possibly Iranian, informed Israeli officials about Nasrallah's arrival in a car. He reportedly arrived at Hezbollah's underground headquarters in the southern suburbs of Beirut for a meeting with several leaders. The tip-off was allegedly received by Israeli officials on the afternoon of Saturday, September 27th. A fighter jet was expected to target and illuminate the building using its laser targeting pod, focusing on one of the specific buildings. Subsequently, a dozen of F-15 jets dropped not one but 80 bombs of various types. The tip of the spear would have been the bunker buster bomb that can penetrate through this 6-story building, leveling all 6 structures to the ground and in the process eliminating Hassan Nasrallah in the action. Let's consider Scenario 2. If an Iranian spy had not assisted the IDF, a Mossad agent or soldier might have been nearby, confirming Nasrallah's location or possibly illuminating the target with a ground-based laser. In this case, GPS coordinates would have been transmitted to the IDF. Once ready, the F-15 jets would have dropped around 80 bombs of different types, leveling the entire 6-building complex. The reason for dropping so many bombs was to ensure the elimination of a high-value target like Hassan Nasrallah. Unfortunately, the collateral damage resulted in a significant number of innocent civilian casualties, a tragic cost associated with this operation. And finally, we have Scenario 3, which is the most likely. Hacking Hezbollah's communication system for the last 5 years to intercept encrypted messages without deploying any agents into Lebanon or Beirut. Upon learning that the Hezbollah leader had arrived at the building, an F-15 fighter jets flew and dropped barrage of bombs, eliminating the entire leadership inside the underground bunker. Out of the 80 bombs used, the IDF also deployed the Mark 82 weapon, the Bunker Buster, and the GBU-39, which were part of a purchase valued at around $3 billion from the US. This is the Bunker Buster bomb. It has a laser sensor at the front, and just behind that are adjustable fins. In the midsection, there is a warhead that weighs approximately 650 pounds containing tritonal explosive. This is a mixture of 80% TNT and 20% aluminum powder. Finally, we have the retractable fins at the rear. To give you a better sense of its size, comparing it to a person can be helpful. The casing has a length of approximately 19 feet long, which translates to around 5 meters. This section is made of an artillery barrel, which is very strong, and has a diameter of 14.5 inches, which translates to around 37 centimeters, making it relatively narrow. They intentionally made the smaller cross-sectional area. This means the bomb displaces less material, whether earth or concrete, as it penetrates layers of reinforced bunkers or building, thus allowing it to travel further to almost 100 meters. Let's take a look at how this works. Step 1. First, a laser is used to illuminate the target, or GPS guidance is already assigned to it. Step 2. An F-15 jet flies near the illuminated target and the bomb is released. Step 3. Once the bomb is dropped, the guidance system at the front connects with the tail and fins. This enables the bomb to make precise adjustments, guiding it accurately to its target. Step 4. As mentioned, this is a bunker buster bomb designed to penetrate around 6 meters of reinforced concrete bunkers and can travel up to 100 feet of soft ground or buildings. Step 5. In the past, the GBU-28 has been equipped with a delay fuse like this one, allowing it to detonate after penetrating its target, rather than exploding on impact. The bomb contains 700 pounds of TNT, which generates a blast radius of several hundred meters, quite significant for a bomb of this size. As an engineering channel, we will also look into how these Mark 80 and 82 series of weapon can be turned into a guided bomb. When released, it falls just like a normal dumb weapon. As stated, the bomb can be fitted with a nose fuse, a tail fuse, or both simultaneously. Upon hitting the ground, the frontal fuse activates, burning the fuse conduit from the front to the back, thus creating a huge explosion. The alternative option is using the tail fuse FMU-139. This is usually used for delayed action and is set by the pilot. When it hits the target, the weight of the bomb will penetrate the concrete surface of a building, the fuse activates, and the conduit rod, which creates the 500-pound explosion after a few seconds as programmed. This can create a lot of damage considering its small $4,000 price tag. Let's delve into the process of upgrading this into a guided weapon. First, the transformation begins by removing the low-drag tail, paving the way for the installation of the guidance section. Within this new configuration, nestled inside the tail, we discover the intricacies of its guidance system. Here, the inertial guidance kit collaborates seamlessly with a military-grade global positioning unit, ensuring precise navigation towards its intended target. Alongside these components, one can find the adapter ring facilitating the attachment of the telemetry antenna, crucial for transmitting data, as well as the encryption key battery, safeguarding sensitive information. Venturing deeper into its structure, we encounter the thermal batteries, vital for powering the system, and the composite fins, strategically positioned to aid in directing the missile towards its objective. These fins, meticulously controlled by gears within, maneuver with precision, responding to commands to adjust the trajectory with accuracy. However, the evolution of this weapon doesn't halt here. It can also be added with a laser-guided kit in the front, elevating its intelligence quotient further. To increase the range, they even added wings called the glide bombs or JDAM extended range or JDAM-ER as they called it. The wing kit will triple the range of JDAM from 15 miles to 46 miles, which translates to around 75 kilometers for the same accuracy. Let's take a look at how this JDAM works. Step 1. Target coordinates can be loaded into this aircraft before takeoff and manually altered by the aircrew in flight prior to weapon release. Step 2. When dropped, the JDAM switches to its internal guidance or GPS. In simpler terms, it uses military-grade satellites to pinpoint its exact locations if needed, and provides real all-weather capability since GPS is not affected by rain, clouds, fog, or smoke. In short, doesn't miss its target provided if it's stationary. Step 3. Remember those internal batteries and control gears. The inertial guidance clock keeps track of its position and controls the gears of the fins. So when the JDAM is off course, the fins at the back will redirect or reconfigure according to the GPS or inertial guidance clock to maintain its course. But how does it turn when it does not have wings? Let's take, for example, this guy going skydiving for his vacation. Skydivers will use the surface area of their arms, legs, and torso to change the direction and orientation of their body in the air, just as shown in the animation. My point is, if a human can turn using body surface, now imagine having an aerodynamic weapon that weighs around 500 pounds falling under gravity. A slight deflection on the tail, considering the amount of air pressure, will help it direct to its designated target. As stated, Israel also bought around 5,000 units worth $3 billion of GBU-39 glide weapons with an advanced guidance system. Let us closely examine the parts of the GBU-39. This is the steel-penetrating casing or cable cover. Inside it lies this 113 kilograms or 250-pound unguided bomb. They essentially repurposed this bomb used by the Air Force and re-engineered it to fit inside this casing. This is the arming generator or unit cover. Moving backward is the wing assembly unit. Inside is the fuse well with insensitive munition features. At the rear is the heavily engineered anti-jamming GPS guidance kit. Also a reminder, this missile utilizes both GPS and laser guidance. Just below is the guidance unit housing. This bomb also houses a small mission computer, as shown here. Closer to it lies the thermal battery unit. Lastly, we have the tail unit that aids in stabilizing the missile.